Hello to all of you. Today we will speak about a new subject which is here in Romania, something that we just discovered. We knew some of these points, but now it's official. Fiscal authorities published a list for establishing the criteria for registering any company with fiscal risk or not. So, proper management and fiscal obligations are mandatory for each entrepreneur, but sometimes you may manage to enter in the eyes of fiscal authorities here in Romania, even if you did not intend it. So, find out from this video how ANAF establishes who needs to be verified and in base of which criteria, and to see if you enter on any of these. So, what does fiscal risk mean? Fiscal risk means the probability that a fiscal payer does not fulfill its obligations either by mistake, either willingly. For this, ANAF uses a risk analyzing system based on some indicators through which ANAF discovers which individual or company may or may not represent a fiscal risk of not paying, and basically a fiscal risk to ANAF budget. I've extracted for you 7 main criteria based on which ANAF can determine if you need an audit or not. So stay with me to see which are these criteria and try to avoid them if possible. So, who is targeted by fiscal authorities here in Romania? Here are the 7 categories. Number 1. Newly established companies or those ones that suffered a transfer of shares in the last 12 months. Second, economic operators who have not developed any transactions in the last 12 months. Number 3. Economic operators who have been declared inactive and were reactivated in the last 12 months. Number 4. Economic operators who fulfill at least 2 of these criteria. Do not have secondary headquarters, do not have patrimonial assets, do not have the necessary financial funds for acquisition of accessible goods. Number 5. Economic operators that have been authorized in the field of accessible goods in the last 12 months. Number 6. Economic operators who have not been conducted any activity in the fields of accessible goods in the last 36 months. Basically, if you ask me, here it's almost everybody. And number 7. Economic operators who have not had a good fiscal history and who fall in one of these conditions, those who have outstanding debts to fiscal authorities in the last 5 years, and for which ANAF started the procedure of blocking the bank accounts. Those ones that in the last 12 months have not submitted any fiscal declaration. Those ones that in the last 5 years were the beneficiary of a reschedule or a reorganization structure imposed by fiscal authorities, and they did not respect it. The companies who have in their structure shareholders or associates that come from a company that was closed, that was in debt with ANAF or some other situation, this is also under the close look of fiscal authorities. And now let's see what you should avoid. I'll give you 5 situations. Hopefully you can avoid them all. 1. discrepancies between tax declarations and transactions into your bank account. This one, for example, is the frequent one in case of fiscal authorities audit, because it's the most common. Let me give you an example here to understand. For example, you have small receipts, but you have large transactions into your bank account. Or you have stocks or assets that were declared unjustifiable small or large compared to your actual situation. The second situation that you should avoid is late payment to fiscal authorities. Okay, you can pay a little bit late, 2 days, 3 days, 1 week, 1 month, but this must not be unusual behavior. If you can do this, it's better. You should avoid as well to have transactions with companies that are considered phantom companies. Basically, phantom companies are companies that are used for doing illicit activities here in Romania, who do not have employees, who do not have a headquarter or fixed headquarter, and many other possibilities to describe a phantom company. Also, the fourth situation that you should avoid, of course, I'm sorry for those ones that are already in this field, but this is something that fiscal authorities consider that is with high risk, is like it follows. They consider to be a high risk in the transactions with wholesale or retail trade, especially those ones with cash. Also, if you have activity in construction, logistics, transport, Horeca, and so on. All these fields, they said that they are with high risk because there can be large amounts on cash transactions. And also something that you should avoid, number 5 basically, is frequently changing the shareholder or the associate of the company. This is something that usually attracts attention from fiscal authorities. And now let's see how you can avoid problems with fiscal authorities. If you want to reduce the risk of being audited, then follow these recommendations. 1. Submit all the declarations on time. In this case, maybe you can check your accountant. Number 2. Pay the taxes and all the contributions on time, and in this case, you will avoid the risk of falling into the debtor category. 3. Ensure that all your partners are good companies and try to check on them in order not to fall into the category of companies that are working with phantom companies. Number 4. Maintain a good track of all your transactions, and in this case you can justify any transactions that you made if the situation imposes. And number 5. Don't use fictitious or artificial transactions to reduce taxes. Why I'm telling you this? Because ANAF has a lot of possibilities to check every transaction, so you cannot hide it. Now, I hope that I cleared a little bit these tax legislations and tax issues, so hopefully you can try to remain outside all of this that I already presented. If you liked this video, do not forget to give us a big like and write us on the comment area everything that is important for you and that matters for you. Thank you and have a nice day.